traditional but comforting, proper Italian nonna cooking. Highly recommend. Hi, and welcome back to my channel, Cooking Slow with Natalia. Today we are making a really delicious sausagey porcini mushroom pasta. Pici alla Norcina, I think it's called. It's actually Joss's recommendation today because I'm fully brain dead and didn't know what to do, and this is what he suggested, so we're on board. We're gonna make fresh pasta, really, really simple. The most simple version of fresh pasta in terms of it's literally just flour, hot water and salt. So let's crack on. Scales, bowl, hot water, flour, salt. So we're going to go in with 250 grams of just plain flour. Okay, 250 on the dot. Going to add some salt. Decent amount because you've got 250 grams here. So mine's quite coarse, so I'm really trying to squish it. Squish it. And then measure out our water. Grams and mils are the same thing. 110 mils of water, hot water. 111, fuck it. Also, what we're gonna do whilst we make the pasta is in here I've got some dried porcini mushrooms. I'm just gonna cover them with water. You wanna rehydrate them, basically, so that's it. Just mix that so that the salt and the flour are like fairly evenly incorporated, and then make a little well in the middle. I'm gonna add our water. Like so. And then you just kind of like, obviously it's hot water, so if you're not very good with hot water, then use a spoon. But you basically just want to like slowly bring it all in. So it's like almost come together. I'm just gonna put it out on the table so that you can bring it all together. And knead it until the dough kind of comes together. I use the palm of my hand to sort of push it out. Do it for about 5 minutes, and then once it's kind of come together, you can just leave it alone. Okay, so you can see the dough is getting quite smooth, and like something you can do is push it down. You kind of want it to spring back fully, pretty much, and then you'll know it's ready. So just keep kneading until then. So you want the dough to be really smooth. So like that looks really nice and smooth, if you see what I mean. So you see it springs back, pretty much. That's good to go. So literally just gonna put that there and put it out of the way. These are some salsiccia sausage. Joss very kindly picked these up from the butcher. They're just like a nice Italian pork saucy from Siena, divine. I'm gonna open them, take them out the skin. Ideally, you would get this type of sausage. You just want like a really fatty pork sausage. If you can't get an Italian one, don't fret, you'll be fine, but just get like a nice high fat percentage sausage and then take them out of the skin like so, and just sort of break it up into the pan. I'm going into a cold pan, gonna put it on a really low heat and just very slowly render that out. And once it's nice and caramelized, then we can start doing other things. Whilst the sausages are rendering down, I'm just gonna mince 3 cloves of garlic. And then we're gonna take out our mushrooms, just squeeze out any excess water. Like that. Don't throw this away, we're gonna use it in the sauce. So just set it aside, and then we're just gonna finely chop these. This is roughly where you want it, kind of like a mince, almost mirroring the sausage situation in the pan. You can see it's like really gently rendered. All of the fat has come out, kind of lacing the pan. So we're gonna turn the heat up now and get a bit of color on there. So that's our dough. She's been resting for maybe 5-10 minutes. So we're just gonna take off little pieces. You can see it's quite elastic now. Probably need a bit more than that, but we'll start with this. So you kind of just wanna roll it out. I will start kind of like this in the middle, and then as you're separating your fingers, you're sort of extending the piece of dough, pulling it out really gently. It's so rustic and homemade that you get different textures. Some pieces will be thicker and then some will be a little bit thinner. I've got a few bits here. I'm just gonna do a little bit of flour so that they don't all stick together. Lovely. And then you can just kind of leave it like that. Right. Done. So this is nice and crispy. I'm just gonna take out a little bit and put it on a plate. Remove the big chunks, I just want the small pieces, and I'm gonna use that as like a crispy garnish. So now I'm gonna go in with mushrooms and garlic, and actually just a little squeeze of oil to help that along. It smells so good. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour. This is just gonna help the sauce come along to a nice sort of thickness, a nice viscosity. And then I'm gonna deglaze the pan with white wine just to add a little bit of acidity. Obviously, we're using single cream, so it's gonna help cut through that a little bit. And I mean, I wouldn't say lighten it up because it's not a light dish, but you know. Now that's all slightly thickened, and you can see when I trail it across the pan, it leaves nice thick streaks. So we're gonna add in our cream. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this mushroom water as well, just for extra flavor. Bit of black pepper. And you just kind of want to let that come to a very gentle simmer and thicken. You can always loosen it a little bit more if you want to. I'm gonna just add a tiny bit more water because we haven't cooked the pasta yet. Okay, now I'm gonna put the pasta in. That only really needs like 2 minutes. Ideally, this would have been a rolling boil, but it's on the wrong hob for that, so it's cooled down quickly with the pasta. When they all float to the top, that's a good indicator that they're ready. We're just gonna drag this straight in. A little bit of that pasta water is gonna help. I mean, not that the sauce really needs thickening, but it's gonna help the sauce achieve the kind of texture that we want. The pasta is gonna cook a little bit in the sauce as well, so you don't want to overcook it in the water. Turn the heat off now on that. Oh my God, it looks real good. And then I'm just going to add in this parsley, very finely chopped. Oh, hot damn. And then just gonna add a sprinkle of our lovely fatty garnish. Gorgeous. Fuck. That's fucking good. Yeah. Good one for this time of year. Kind of good one for a date, like quite impressive, I feel. Also, it's so nice because the homemade Pici is so bouncy. It just beats store-bought pasta any day.